Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Dr. Ase Explains channel. I'm Dr. Ase, and in this video, we are going to actually review for Bio 2 1011 lab and the final exam, which are the topics that actually cover very last module, lab 15, 16, 17, 18. These are the topics that actually it will be on the exam this final this week. So again, go over the your drawings. Make sure you actually look at your journals and your drawings, and then also my PowerPoints, and then make sure double check everything, and then pay extra attention to the some species names, and the kingdom names, phylum names, depending on the what you studying, what chapter, right? And the very last two labs, we also talked about some anatomy and muscles and bones that actually you need to also study. And don't forget to cover that. So starting with arthropods, which is arthropoda, which is lab number 15. These are invertebrates like next lab, which is Echinodermata, and the following one. After that, two vertebrate labs like chordates. So two invertebrate and two vertebrate labs actually cover in this. So arthropoda, we know the arthropoda actually is a very large group of animals. So we learn a number of species actually we study in the lab about the arthropods. So they are invertebrates. So they include typical examples include beetles, other insects, crabs, spiders, scorpions, centipedes, millipedes. Some key characteristics of these phylum. This is one of the largest phylum, and basically and largest invertebrate phylum. They lack backbones, and they are most successful of all animal phyla. And they have this exoskeleton covering segmented bodies with pair jointed appendages, and many insect groups have wings. Number of species under this phylum is 1 million. Okay, so 1 million species. So make sure you go over and look at, especially pay attention to the model organisms and model animals when you're studying this, right? So next one is Echinodermata, which is lab number 16. Echino, this is basically some typical examples are sea stars, sea urchins, sand dollars, sea cucumbers. They are deuterosomous, which means they have pentaradial symmetry in adults, 5-part body like flowers, like kind of a symmetry, right? And then digestive cavity has a single opening, and they have, some of them have tentacles like armed with stinging cells, and they are mostly marine species. So Echinodermata, basically there are only 7,000. It's a pretty small group, 7,000 species. Here are some examples also you see here. And the last two are chordates, and actually first just in general chordates, and then frogs specifically after that, right? So chordates, we know it's a very it's a vertebrate. That means they have vertebrate, right? So they have vertebrate. They are different than other 13 labs we've seen so far. These are vert, right? So chordates. Now mammals, of course, are in this phylum: fish, reptiles, birds, and amphibians. They are all under this. Human, whale, cat, elephant, birds, right? Fish, reptiles, frogs. They are some examples of this phylum. Again, vertebrates. There are 56,000 species under Verts. So make sure that so you go over the PowerPoint and also your drawings in your journal. Okay, so coordinates. And very last lab we cover actually frag anatomy, first frag skeletons, and then frag anatomy, muscles and organs. So you need to know the basics bones. Make sure you study from the PowerPoint so that you know you are familiar with the bones of frog, and also frog muscles and basic anatomy of important organs, where they are actually, so where they are located and how to identify them, right? So frogs is so we can study it from the ventral front model. You can also, don't forget to study the mouth, the teeth, the system, front legs, ankles, hind legs, small intestines, large intestines, right? Forearms, arms, deltoid muscles, head, right? Skin, they are skin breathers, so they are amphibians. They can actually live in both land and water, so that's very unique. Thighs, right? The basically knees, spleens, and then foot and digits, right? So they have digits in the 5 toes, in their foot. Basically, male versus female. Male have bigger size, actually, the structure, and then some other organs actually we cover. And then heart, of course, they have a 3-chamber heart. Okay, and their hands have 4 fingers. Their foot has 5 toes. Their hand has 4 fingers. So don't forget that. Okay, so and if you go over each of these organs and make sure that you know this model system, since actually this is a model for all lab 15 and lab 16. Basically we cover, and these are vertebrates. So best of success, and I will actually also do a review in the in this week's Wednesday lab. So I will see you all in lab. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and if you have any questions, please reach out from the inbox in Canvas.